Hey Miss Lisa, in this video I got the male reproductive system. Um, right down for some of the obvious ones, we got the scrotum right over here. It acts as a climate control system for the testes. Make sure that the internal temperature is all okay and cooler than the testes. The testes actually are right here. One of them. It's primary. It is a primary male reproductive organ. It is very important. It produces the sperm, and it secretes the hormones, mainly testosterone. So it's responsible for a lot of things in the male reproductive system. Um, right underneath or to the side of it, it's actually to the back end. You can see this little piece right here. That is the what is it called? That is I'm trying to remember, kind of going off memory here. I'm looking at my notes a little. That is the epididymis. Yes, the epididymis. Yup. It rests on the back side of the testy. So you see it's like right on the back. And its primary function, it transports sperm and it stores it in the testes as well. So that's why they're so close together. They both kind of deal with the same thing. Right underneath that, the base in which the testes and the epididymis is on is called the ejaculatory duct. It delivers sperm straight to the urethra and adds secretions from prostate necessary for the sperm to function properly. Right above all that, this whole figure here, you have this. This is what we call the vas deferens. It is a muscular tube that travels just behind the bladder, and it transports the mature sperm to the urethra, and which we'll get into. The urethra eventually takes it out the body. So right here, actually, right next to the vas deferens is your urethra. It carries urine from the bladder to outside of the body. So it's how we use the restroom. And during arousal or sexual intercourse, the flow of urine actually is blocked, and it is released when we climax or ejaculate, whatnot. Next to the urethra, kind of like almost to the side, a little below it, is what we call the corpus spongium. It contains the urethra, which helps semen and urine leave the body. So both of them being so close together, they go pretty much hand in hand. Very similar functions. Then connecting to the urethra and along with the epididymis, you do have a couple things up here. So this one in particular at the top left is the prostate gland. And the primary function of that is to secrete prostate fluid, and the muscles of the gland help semen to the urethra. So you could definitely start to see how everything is interconnecting with each other super well, and it all pretty much travels in a sense down through here. All the liquids that are being transported. Next to the prostate gland, right up here, you've got what is called the seminal vesicles. And once again, I don't think I pointed it the right way. It's this one right here. It's attached to the vas deferens, and which is kind of hard to tell. I ran out of Play-Doh, but this should be going through them. It is attached to the vas deferens. What else? It pretty much gives the sperm energy almost. It produces like a sugar-rich fluid called fructose, and it helps the sperm move around and make its way properly out of the reproductive system when needed. And I believe the last thing to talk about, if I'm not wrong, no, I think I got one more after this. Well, this is the next to the seminal vesicles right here is the Cowper's gland. It is a pea-sized gland, which is why it's very small compared to everything else. It produces thick, clear mucus prior to ejaculation, and that mucus pretty much drains into the urethra, which is probably pretty spongy. And I know I'm missing one. That is the glands. Yeah, right over here. So the glands are at the very towards the head of the penis, and the glands pretty much contain openings for the urethral duct, and just like kind of like the urethra, it's a passage for urine and seminal fluid, and as you can see, it would be released through the head of the penis. It's almost pretty much at the final stage, and yeah, that is the male reproductive system. Sorry about not having like a script. I know I'm stuttering a lot, but yep.